Hello, my friends. Welcome to my channel. This is Maggie. I'm so glad that you decided to spend some time with me today. We are going to work in our Pippi Longstocking golden book, and I think this may be the last video in this particular series for this book. I do want to do a series of golden books. I just need to figure out how to kind of work them into my schedule, because I do want to start working on my fall journals next week too. So, all right, so let me do my shout outs. And I, again, appreciate your comments so much. Gwen, Leanne, Christina, Tammy, Debbie Kelly, 2355, and Selena. Thank you, ladies, so much. Well, you know, I can't even begin to tell you what they mean to me. So thank you for taking the time to leave me a comment. I really appreciate it. And I believe I may have 1 or 2 new subscribers. I don't know who they are. I don't know what their names are, but thank you so much for joining my channel. I really appreciate it so much. I hope you will enjoy my videos. And for all of my subscribers, I love each one of you, and thank you so much for your support that you have given to me. All right, so let's get going on this. Let me show you some of the things I've done that I did off camera, and there is a glare on this really bad. I don't know. Let me see. I don't know if that's any better. I guess it doesn't look too bad on the camera. So first thing, right off the bat, I did add this tassel trim. Oh, I need to glue this. Okay, well, we can fix that. For a couple of reasons. One, I wanted to protect these pages that are coming out a little longer than the book, the actual storybook pages. And they also reminded me of Pippi's pigtails or ponytails or braids, whatever they were called. But so they reminded me of that. And besides, some of the corners were kind of worn, and I did try to repair them with some glue, but it didn't look very good. So I decided just to cover them up on the front and the back with this trim. And I think the trim turned out real cute. I did add the white lace, but I think if you've been following me, you probably saw that already. I added it on the front and on the back. Let's see, what else did I do? Today we mainly just need to make sure all the pockets have something in them, and I may need to make some more tags or journaling cards. We'll see. I think you saw this that I added, the basket weave and Pippi and her eggs. I told my egg story, our restaurant story. So this is a tag I made. I'm not sure if this was made previous or not, but this was one of those paper dolls I found on Etsy, and this was one of the little outfits that it came with, so I just put it on this tag. And we've got empty pockets, and that's been done from almost the beginning. And then I did this over the weekend. This was a lot of fun. I took some green fabric, green denim, and I backed it with blue denim and sewed them together. Then I made these little patchwork squares I put on here, and I just loosely stitched around them just for an accent, because of Pippi's green dress and because of her patch pockets. Then I put this tuck spot on the inside, and this came from the back of that coloring book that I had. They had these cutouts on the back, and so I just cut this out and kind of did a little coloring on it, made a tuck spot out of it. And then I created this little removable notepad. And there's several pages in here of note paper that you can put notes on, or stick it in your purse, or do whatever you want. My ink got a little carried away here, but maybe I can fix that with something. And then I just did this very childish painting of Pippi, and I fussy cut her monkey and put it there, and then I sewed around it. And the sewing, for some reason, I don't know why, my needle, probably maybe because I wasn't paying enough attention, just wasn't staying on line, but that's okay. It's not meant to be perfect. So that goes in this tuck spot. And I think that may be it. All right, so let me dig out some of the pieces of ephemera. We have tags or drilling cards or whatever I've got going here. And make sure that we've got enough, because we may not have enough. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. So here's a tag. This is also taken, this image was also taken from the back of that coloring book. I just cut it out and then added, this is one of the tags that I took from the first fabric masterboard that I did online. And I thought it was appropriate for the this journal because of all the colors that are in it. We probably could put this right here. Oh, this has a little bit more blue. I found this online. It's just I just cut it out from Teachers Pay Teachers. I think that's what it's called, website. So I think I'll stick that right there. And here's a journaling card I made. So this could probably go, oh wait, maybe this. I took another piece of that. This is a digital that I had. I really love this. The colors and just the whimsical aspect and everything. So I'm going to stick this. Maybe we can stick this in here. Is this glued shut or what is going on? Oh, I punched right through there. Oh, it should go all the way over, but it's not. You know how our glue migrates when we are doing, oh, maybe I see what the problem is. There. Okay, and probably a tag would be nice there. I just took and cut out some one of the whimsical houses and put it on this fabric, and tag and a sticker here for a little plant by the door. And here is a tag. Probably something else would be nice. Here's another tag. These both can be written on. They're not drilling cards, but they're more tag size. On these fabric ones, I did not cut the tag shape or round the corners or anything because of the fabric. Here's another one of those paper dolls that I put one of the outfits on her. So I hope everybody's doing well today. Okay. That's a journaling card. All the dogs are barking downstairs for something. Some kind of intruder must have threatened our home. And here's a pocket. So I need 1, 2. I need 3 more tags. Alright, so let's make some tags. I need at least 3 or 4. So let's see what I've got that I can do tags with. Oh. So the only other thing I have to do after making some tags is I need to put a closure on this. I'm not so sure that it actually needs one. I think it's not that stuffed full for sure. It's not that fat. But if I did put one, the only thing I could think to do is put eyelets on it and close it that way, but I'm kind of afraid of trying to put a eyelet in this. It probably would be fine, but I may just tie a ribbon or something around it. I don't know. All right, I need to pull out what I've got here, see what we've got to work with, because I do need some tags. Oh, I hate to pull all this out. I've been trying to keep things in check the best way that I can. I try once I'm done with the journal to put everything away, so probably after today, if I can get some tags made, I will put these things away. I'm not going to use these. I like to use these scraps to make some tags. Maybe use that. Here's another cute little pocket, denim pocket. Oh, here's a tag, that's good. I think I have another Pippi that I can cut out too. This is too big. This is too small. This is too big. Here's some clothes. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just trying to sift through this and see what I've got that I can use. Can't really use that. Use that. Oh, here's another tag. Yay. Here's the scrap. Oh, here's some more cute pockets. And here's the house, so you might be able to use this. This over here. I might be able to use some of these images that I copied from the book. I'm sorry, I know I'm kind of mumbling. I'm just trying to figure out what I still got that can be used. There's another cute pocket. I'll have to look up that paper pack that I got those from, the digital kit, because they sure have some cute pockets in there. Let me put all this away. I've got some lace and stuff down in there that I don't really need. All right. So here's 2 tags. They don't really need to be back. This looks like cardboard, but I think it's actually, just gray cardstock. And don't ask me why in the world I used it, but I think I will go ahead and just back it with some white cardstock, because it does just look like cardboard. And then we can find something or the other to put on these. All right, so let me glue them down. Cut them out. Yeah, we had a storm that came through yesterday, late yesterday afternoon. I was just finishing eating, and I was gonna get comfortable in my chair to watch a little bit of TV and then make another video. And I started to raise my legs in the chair, and poof, out went the power. That was the end of that. So we were without power for, I think, about 3 hours. Thank goodness it came back on before it got really dark, because I don't like that at all. And this happens to us more frequently than it should here. I do believe. But it came back on. We don't have a whole house generator, but we do have a small generator that we usually have used it in the past during the really cold, when we get those freezing snaps that last for 2 or 3 days here in the Houston area around January or February. That's when we need it, because then the power can be out for days at a time, which it was for us last year, but not as bad as it was for some people. Was it last year? I think so. I mean, it's happened for a couple of years that we've been here, but there was one year that it wasn't too bad. And yeah, some people were without power for about a month or more. And I know that's really nothing compared to some of these disaster areas that have had horrible flooding and the hurricanes and everything. So I'm not complaining, really. I'm just saying that that's how it goes, because in comparison to what others have had to endure the last couple of years, it's really not much to be concerned about. We were all safe and well, and that's all that matters. Maybe a little inconvenient for a few days or several hours or however long it is, and it may be a nuisance, but if that's all that it is, then, you know, we can count ourselves pretty lucky. Okay, so what do I want to put on these little tags? Is there anything I can use? They're pretty skinny. I guess I could fussy cut this little monkey out. I don't think I'm going to fussy cut him out. I think I might. I wonder if one of my punches would work, my circle punches would work. I don't know if it would or not. Now I need a little bit bigger one. watched a video this morning, which is very dangerous sometimes, so I get out of my lane, on heat embossing. And I've seen crafters talk about it, but I've never paid any attention to it until this morning. Oh, sorry for the racket. I'm just trying to find. I think my biggest one is too big. I'm sure it is. Yeah, it's too big. This is too little. I thought I had another size. Well, I guess I don't. I'll just have to wing it. Yeah, so I got excited about heat embossing, and I have watched a couple of videos, and I thought, oh my goodness, I thought that was something really complicated, and it isn't. It's quite easy. At least I haven't tried it yet, so I can say it's easy because I watched it. But I don't know in actual reality truth if it is all that easy. My understanding is you have to be careful where you put the embossing powder, you know, where you touch the paper that you're going to treat, because it will stick to like your fingerprints and so forth. So, yeah, I need to watch a few more videos before I attempt it, but I'm going to try it. Oh, weird. And my little stamp I was using yesterday. There it is. Shoved in the back of the drawer. Alright. I'm going to cut a little piece out of this. Okay, travel original story. Happy. He's a happy little guy. I need to move my trash can closer. I don't want all these little scrappy scraps to accumulate. Oh wait, maybe I like this piece better. Okay, so let me put this in here. Goes like this. Let's see if I can get this on here without making a mess. So yeah, I'm gonna learn a little bit more about it, and then I'm going to give it a try. And when I do, I mean, a lot of you probably know how to do it. It's nothing new to you, but it is to me, and I'm anxious to try to go for it. I like embossing with my die cut, but that's a totally different process. Totally different process. So if we can finish this journal up and then finish up my black and white journal, then I can embark on some new projects. And I've kind of made a somewhat commitment to myself that I will try to upload to list at least 1 or 2 journals a week and see how that goes. My way off camera. Let me put the book aside for now and get it out of the way so we can have room to work here. I'm gonna put this little monkey. Actually, this tag isn't cut straight, it's kind of more narrow. So happy. What else do we want to put on here? Well, I feel butterflies go with everything. I just don't know if I have one that's small. Oh, it doesn't matter. This is a different journal. It's not a reality TV show. Although it feels like that sometimes. And I say that like I know everything about reality TV. I don't know a thing about reality TV. I really do not watch that much TV. I don't watch reality TV because I think it's so phony and well, this one kind of matches his little blue shirt. I'll put him down there and this up here. Maybe we could put something else behind him. Like I don't have any scraps down here or anything. Let's see what we've got. I used this paper. This is that children's writing paper, and I had tore it off to make some, cut it to make some paper for that little removable notebook. And so I had some scraps and I used it to back. I've never used it to kind of layer anything with before, but I decided to use it because it caught my eye in my bin down here. So I said, okay, we're gonna go for it. And I really like the effect. I can even put this right here. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Oh, so sorry about that. I had my phone on silence, but for some reason the call rang through to my computer, and I really had to answer it because it was long distance. Not that long, the long distance doesn't make a difference, but it was one of my husband's favorite cousins, so that we were all real close to. All right, so I don't, unless I use one of these little houses. I might have another skinny one someplace. I wonder if this one might work on here. Yeah, this will work. Make a little tag. I'm finding this a little bit more challenging, making pieces of ephemera for this, because you know you just don't have a plethora of things that you can choose from. And but it's challenging, but you know, challenge is good for us no matter what we're doing. a challenge does not hurt us in the least. So it's okay to be challenged. We don't always want to be challenged, but hey, that's just the way life is. All right, these are all transparent stickers. Put that in there. Let's see what I've got in here. I think these are transparent too. Well, I'm gonna have to, I've got a whole sheet of tiny little butterflies that need to be fussy cut. I just have not, tackled it yet. So, I think these are rub-ons that won't work. All right, well, anyway, I'll find something later to put on here. I don't know if I've got an appropriate word that I can stamp. No, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is for now. All right, so let's get these scraps out. And see what we can do. I saw this flower in here. I kind of like, that's not gonna show up very well in there. Might show up on here. It's not that thick, so it's going to need to be backed. Excuse me, I'm reaching down a piece of cardstock. Okay, this is coffee dye. I can use this. Alright, so I probably want to make this about 6 inches. And I'll cut this to be 6 inches. So I think I already said I made a commitment to myself anyway. How wide is this? This is 3.5 inches. I hope that that's not too wide. You know, maybe I better cut this down to 3 inches. I made a commitment to myself because I have so many journals, and I don't know if any of them will sell or not. But for right now, they're not doing anything. So I've made a commitment to myself, you know, like I said, that I'm going to try and list 1 to 2 journals a week for as long as it takes to get them all the ones that I want to list. They're not all, some of them I wouldn't list because I don't like them enough to list them. But the ones that I do like, and I feel somebody might possibly be interested in, I'm going to go ahead and do that so that hopefully maybe somebody will want to buy them at some point. We'll see. I don't know if I don't try. You know, that's a good saying of mine. You don't know if you don't try, and that just matters for so many things. I think I've got this paper going the wrong way, but That's okay, it's just going to be a tag, and I'm going to put something on the front of it. I honestly didn't think I needed this many more pieces, but apparently I do. Turn this off. Oh my gosh, look at all my drawers coming out. I pulled them out looking for stuff and didn't put them back. Maggie, you're losing it. I had kind of a, kind of an hectic morning. There were some things I had to take care of, one of which I had been putting it off because I was afraid I was going to get upset with them. But as it turned out, everything was fine. You know, we create stories in our heads that make our situation seem so much worse than it really is. And so this turned out fine. And then I had to gather a bunch of documents and fill out an application. And that's always stressful for me because I hate doing that. I've had to do it so many times over the years. It's like, I don't want to do this again. But it has to be done. So, you know, you gotta put on my big girl pants and take care of it. I want somebody to swoop in and do it for me, I guess. And that's just not going to happen. All right, so what do we want to put on here? Oh, let's put this image right here. I'm going to cut this out. This is an image of Pippi's papa, who is a cannibal king on a South Sea island. How do you like that? A cannibal king. So I'm just going to cut this out. You know, my circle punch might work for this. I'm about determined to use this circle punch, but I may have cut this too small. Well, that came out pretty good. I don't know if he should go in there. Maybe on this one. So I think I was on here for about a half an hour before I answered the phone. So I think I may go another 20 minutes or so. And then whatever else needs to be finished up, I will do it off camera and then just do a flip through when it's done. Now what I'm going to do in this place, I do want to start my fall journals. So I will probably get the base, the covers made for them. I probably should have. This is kind of a big tag for that little tiny. So I'm going to fix it. Okay, so where did our Cannibal King go? So here's the Cannibal King. He needs something to back him. Let's see, a piece of muslin. Oh, you guys, I know, I'm just kind of talking and I'm not making any sense, and oh yeah, I know I've had a busy morning, kind of hectic, but I'm not nuts. I'm just, I guess, trying to get things done. Okay, so I love muslin. I love working with it in my journals. It's so easy. Of course, this is not good muslin. It's not like, you know, I don't know what the thread count is, but I'm sure it's very low. Which is alright. I'm not making, you know, sheets or anything out of it. I like the low thread count because it's easy to tear and it's easy to fray, which I love. I got this at Hobby Lobby, and I'm gonna have to get myself some more. I'm gonna get over there one of these. I don't really get out that much, to be honest. I need some sort of a label for this. Stamp it on here. I'm very bad with stickers. We all know that. We all know that. Travel Originals Snail Mail. Well, Discover might be a good one. What do you think? Ugh, I haven't used these until just this week. Matter of fact, I knew I had something like this, but I didn't know where it was. I lost track of it. But I found it and I said, oh, I need to use this. And this is a perfect journal to use these in, I guess. Probably could come up with something better, but I'm trying to be more careful with these. I hate getting ink all over the place. And I do have it all over my fingers, and so I am going to just ink this. Stamp this and then cut it out. Okay, put the lid back on this messy stuff. Let me cut this out. Because this is the Cannibal King on a South Sea island. Alright, so I think I'll use my Fabri-Tac. I think I will, if it'll come out. So when I first cleaned, I didn't clean out the bottle, I left it in the bottle, but it just wasn't really moving. It was very thick. So I did add some acetate to it. I used a capful of, just a little capful. And I don't know how much is appropriate to use, but it seemed, and it took it a while for it to work. It took it a while for it to, thin itself down to where I could get it to move in the bottle and shake it up. And now it seems okay, except the nozzle keeps, and this is not a little tiny nozzle. So kind of a crazy looking character. Okay, I need something else to put on him. I think I have some birds that would work. I can find my birds. These are stickers, and I'm not sure if they will stick, but I'm going to try it anyway. Or else I could just use this little guy. Put him right. I really don't think these stickers are gonna stick, but there's some really pretty ones in here that I would love to use. But no, they're not gonna stick on this fabric, but this little bird will. Whoa! Boy, oh boy, that was a shock. Holy mackerel. That just came pouring out. Okay, so let's put this down. Oops. Okay, so there we have the Cannibal King tag. So I've got 3 tags, and I think I said I needed 3 or 4. So let's see if we can make a couple of more. Oh, I've got this here. I'm just dying to use this. I've got a bunch of these, but I don't know where these little flowers are. They're ones that I cut out from Sunflower collection that I bought on Etsy. They represent like little fabric flowers with buttons and different things in the center of them, but they're just, fussy cut. Okay, so let's see, what else do I have that I can put on a tag? If you guys have any suggestions, because I'm not going to put a topper on it today, but if you have any suggestions about what might make a good topper, please don't hesitate to leave me a comment, because I don't mind your suggestions. And I would definitely, most definitely consider it, because right now the only thing that I can think I'm going to do is tie a ribbon or some such thing around it. Okay, so I'm gonna put the horse, he said. What was the horse's name? Was it just horse? Well, I'm gonna put him on here. Cut him out. Cute little speckled pony. I mean, Pippi Longstockings is really a very cute story. It's fun. I am anxious to start on my fall journals. I've never made a fall journal because of that 3 Under 3 collaboration or challenge. I'm sorry to be so, I hate to use the word ignorant, but that's what it is. This is all new to me, so I don't really know what's considered just a challenge or what's considered a collaboration. But I'm sure after I watch enough creators, I'll figure it out. So I am going to get that heat embossing figured out because it looks like it's fun and fairly easy to do. But before I invest in any products of any kind, I'm going to watch enough videos, have a little bit of confidence in what I might be doing, because I do have some things I would like to make with that. And apparently the embossing powder comes in different colors, like, you know, gold and, well, it's clear. I know I saw gold and black. I don't know if it comes in like other colors as well. It probably does. Oh, he just fits on there, his head. Put this flower up here. Now I haven't put holes or eyelets in any of these. I may go back through and do that, but I don't know if I will or not. Another piece of this work. Oh, I got a mess to clean up. I get off here and I gotta make another video with entirely different things out. But I did one smart thing. I organized all my projects into separate little kind of file, they're not file folders, but they're little pockets, I guess you could call them, and so I'd have everything pretty much that I need except for, you know, like the ink and all of that. So that did help. That's helping me a lot. I can just put everything back in there and put it back in the box that I've got everything in, or the basket. I'll tell you one thing, I am glad I copied these pages because they've been so useful. And I probably will make a habit of doing that with all the golden books I do. because, like I said, they're very useful in helping to make pieces of ephemera. So after we make this one, let's see how we're doing. And yeah, because it's probably been an hour. Getting close to anyway, if not. Obviously, I love butterflies. I love adding them to these collages and things because they just, you can't go wrong with a flower and butterfly. Although I'm not getting one on here that I like unless I angle them. Let's rearrange this a little bit, kind of go like this, and like this. Oh, that's not the best, but kind of glue this down. So I know I'm usually more talkative, but I apologize. I may wait and do my I may wait and do my next video later this evening. Sometimes I get a second wind. Sorry again, I must be right close to an hour because these batteries only last for about an hour. And all I was saying was that I may wait to I do want to do 2 videos today. But I may wait and do my second one later this evening. See if I get a second wind. I had one of those nights, you know, when you don't sleep the best. It just happens sometimes to the best of us. I don't know about this, but anyway, it's kind of cute. Alright, so let me gather up what we have and see where we're at. And then, like I said, the rest of this I may finish, well, I will finish up off camera. I thought I had another one. Oh well. I buried the journal. And I mean it seriously, if any of you have any thoughts about the closure on this, because you know, of course there's not going to be a topper on it. I'm not going to put any more lace or anything on the outside. And like I said, my thought is just to run a piece of lace, not lace, but ribbon or something around it to tie it if it needs it. I think I'm going to put another coloring page fold out in here. I usually put more than 1 or 2 pieces of ephemera in a pocket, but that's a tuck spot. But that might not be the case with this, and although I may, like I said, get a second one and go through and just make a bunch of tags. And maybe some journaling cards as well. Because it just doesn't seem like it has enough in it. Where's my little house? I need my little house pocket. Where is it? I thought it was back here. Yeah, here she is. Now, if anybody should want this journal, if I should sell it, it's got lots of room to decorate more in it. And certainly to write in it, which is nice. I like that in a journal. This is a little journaling card. This can go here. It's a little bit more glue right here. I'm just afraid of it pouring out. Careful, Maggie, careful. A journaling card. Maybe this might be better in here. Maybe this could go in here. And maybe we're quite all right. I'll have to go through it again and see. So let me I'm not flipping through it to look at it. I'm just flipping through to see if I missed any pages. Any pockets. And I am going to put some dangles on this, some beads on this. Lots and lots of writing space. Lots of space to still decorate. And I want to make a writing board for this. I may not make that till I actually list it. Well, maybe we're all right. This could use something else in it, so I'll have to make something for here. All right then. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with me and watching this. I appreciate it. Please give me your thoughts on a closure. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Just push the button. These things help push my videos out there into YouTube land so more people can see them and cause my channel to grow and for other people to be able to join me. So I appreciate all of your support, whether whatever you not contribute, I don't mean that word, whatever you, when you comment and like and subscribe, those things all support me and I appreciate it. All right, so let me close with a memory verse. Not a memory verse, but our Bible verse. I come a light into the world, that whosoever believeth on me should not abide in darkness. John 12:46. And whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. Proverbs 1:33. All right, my friends, thank you again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye.